my childhood was not very good. I grew up in a household that my birth father wasn't around. So the guy I call my dad is my stepdad, and he's been in my life since I was 5, but never had anything with him. So we never had the structure. It was pretty much come as you go, do what you want type thing, even as a child. It was they either ignored you or you got the brunt of stuff, like spankings and whatever. So when I started having kids, which was really young, Dakota came into my world at 19, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I'd get into these relationships. My marriage didn't last, and I would get in relationships with guys, and it just never stuck, or they were abusive to me. And Dakota witnessed it and witnessed sexual trauma of a sister, and then we moved here. My house was raided by federal marshals. They came into my house at 10 o'clock in the morning and took my fiance at the time away, which is how we found out he was running from the law. And at that point, I didn't know what was going on. It wasn't until a few days later, after things came back, results came back on my daughter, when they did the sexual trauma kit and found that there was sexual trauma on her at the age of 2. And I knew at that point that this isn't okay. We're not safe. And for a long time I blamed myself, and I moved here and I still blame myself. But I remember waking up one morning and saying, we have to leave, this isn't safe. And I didn't know what was pushing me, I didn't know why, I didn't know where to go, but I knew that we weren't safe anymore. And it was in April of 07, and it was the day before my birthday. It was April 27th of 07. By May 4th, we were here. We were in Montana with 5 boxes, a car seat, me, and 2 babies on Greyhound. I vowed to give my kids better than what I had growing up. And I promised to never let history repeat itself again. But I still had things missing. I still didn't understand. I still went through unhealthy relationships. Guys would still come in and out of my life and my kids' life, and thinking that that's what I needed to fix it was a guy, and it wasn't it. I started to notice that things were changing when I started to attend the river, and it didn't take effect right away. I stumbled on the river by mistake. I needed help. I came here asking for help. It was when we were still at Mount Jumbo. So when I started to attend the river. 3 years now. This summer was 3 years. And I came that first day wanting help, needing help, financial help to take care of, to pay my rent. Still to this day, I never got it, but I'm still here. There's something about the church, about Jason, about the family unit. And at the time, I didn't realize it was God, not the church as a whole. It was Him pushing me to be here. And I started coming, and I kept coming, and I kept coming. And I found my niche. I found my safety. I found God. I think God uses me and my children to show a message. Not everybody knows what's happened to my kids, but they know that my life hasn't been easy. Some people have seen me go through struggles, but I talk so openly about God to people that I know that don't want to hear it. And I tell them my story and where I've been to an extent. I tell people that He loves me and He loves my kids. It's not always perfect. It's not always rosy. It's not always happy and bubbly. But I know He is not going to drop me. I know He's not going to hurt me. And He's never going to leave me. I love that we're not about religion, because I'm not. You know, I tried churches as a kid, and I blamed God for things that have happened in my life, but I don't anymore, because It's about a relationship with God. And relationships can be hard. And even a relationship with God can be hard. The more I put in, the more I'm going to get out from Him. And I know that. And the river teaches me that, and they show me that. And Pastor Jason and Shannon are amazing. Don and Cheryl have been there so much for me. Without the river, I don't know where I would be.